presentation, and we will answer all of your questions. So enjoy your time, okay? I believe you guys can see my screen right now, right? So this is Fanshawe College main campus. Fanshawe College, we have 9 different campuses. We will answer all of you, okay? So before you are going to study at Fanshawe, you have to know which campus you will study, then you can find the right information. But most programs, I believe you guys can see my screen right now. This campus, we have really comfy campus. So this is Fanshawe College main campus. Fanshawe College, we have 9 different campuses. We will answer all of you. You can go everywhere. Okay. So before you will choose a city, I believe most students have not applied Fanshawe College. You better to know about the London city. So London is one of the largest city in Canada. We are 11th largest city. And also our population is more than 500,000. And we are 2 hours from Toronto city and also 2 hours from Detroit. So we are really close to America. So that's why we also have many American companies in London, and there are a lot of job opportunity. And one of the advantages and benefits to study in London and Fanshawe, you can save your lot of living costs. Compared to Toronto, Vancouver, our living cost different, at least 40%. So all of public colleges have almost the same tuition fee. So if you wanted to save your money, it will depend where you stay. So London is the right place to save your money and study and getting full-time job, part-time, and co-op job too. So here's our business information. So small business, we have more than 10,000, and we have a medium-sized business more than 2,000, and large business more than 300. So it means that this data is showing you have a lot of job opportunity. So we are not only saying you have a job opportunity, we wanted to show you how many companies we have in London city. And also London is one of the administrative city that we are also, take care around the small city, and small city has a lot of job opportunity. That's why we also have 3 more regional campus. So depends on your program, you will study in different, you might study in different city, but most students are studying in London. But whenever you try to get a full-time job after you finish your program, I always suggest and recommend our students to submit your resume and cover letter in Canada, not in only few cities, because I understand what is the reason you wanted to study in Canada. Maybe some of the students just wanted to have a work experience. Some other student wanted to get full-time job and apply permanent resident. So if you have a plan to apply PR, permanent resident in Canada, you must have a 1-year full-time work experience, which means even you wanted to stay in Canada longer, if you don't have a permanent residence, you can stay in Canada. You have to go back to your country. So please submit your resume and cover letter, and we will explain to you how we support international students to get a job. So since here, Jake Yoon will take over the slide, and he will also explain to you a lot of detail and unique information. Jake, it's on you.
Thanks, Jay. And then it's my turn right now. And then
sorry, we cannot hear you, Jake.
Hello, can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, I can hear you. Yes, I can hear
okay.
you. Okay.
Hi, thanks.
Still, we cannot over the slide. And he will also explain to you a lot of details and unique information. Jake, it's on you.
Yes, I guess it is.
Ina-san,
Thanks, Jay.
can
And
you
then
hear Jake?
it's my turn right now. And
Yes.
then
Yes.
Sorry, we
in
cannot hear you,
reply,
Jake.
hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear
Hello?
Jake.
Yes, I can hear you. Yes, I can hear you.
Hello, can you hear me?
Slide.
Okay?
Yeah.
And he will
Yeah, I
also
also can hear you.
explain to
Is
you
it my
a
problem
lot
or
about
is
details
it
and
Jake's
unique
problem?
information. Jake, it's on you.
Yes, I guess it is.
Ina-san,
Thanks, Jay.
can
And
you
then
hear Jake?
it's my turn right now. And
Yes.
then
Yes.
Sorry, we
in
cannot hear you,
reply,
Jake.
hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear
Hello?
Jake.
Yes, I can hear you. Yes, I can hear
Uh,
you.
Hello, can you hear
Slide.
me? Okay?
Yeah.
And he will
Yeah, I
also
also can hear you.
explain to
Is
you
it my
a lot
problem
about
or
details
is it
and
Jake's
unique
problem?
information.
Okay,
Jake,
so
it's on you.
there's
yes, I guess it is.
Ina-san,
Thanks, Jay.
can
And
you
then
hear Jake?
it's
okay, I think we need to mute and unmute Jake. I'll just unmute everyone and then
I can hear you.
No, can you hear
Slide.
me? Okay?
yeah.
And he will
Yeah, I
also
also can hear you.
explain to
Is
you
it my
All right. Jake, can you
Yeah,
can you
well, how about this right now? It's
Uh,
can you
okay?
go to the YouTube?
Right? I
it,
think so, yes. So I just
it's
mute
better.
YouTube.
Okay.
I guess something
Better.
kept repeating, but now it gets better. So, okay, here's my turn. In the next slide, what I am trying to share is the first. I'll share what it is like to live in London, and then second, and then some useful information about London and in Canada. So first, when you look at London, specifically when you look at the geographic location of London, it is located in between Toronto and Detroit. Like Jay mentioned, it's on NAFTA Superhighway, which is one of the busiest highway in North America. Because of the reason, London has become the center of Canadian manufacturing industry. So many companies are running businesses in London, such as Magna, 3M, StarTech, Diamond Aircraft, and many other companies are currently in London. And then second, it's not only manufacturing industry, but also food processing industry as well, because London is between two Great Lakes, Lake Huron and Lake Erie. Those two Great Lakes are producing fresh water every day, and there will be at least 30,000 farms in Southern Ontario, and with huge huge agri-food supply chain, so London could develop food processing industry as well. So there are tons of job opportunities for you to start your career after your graduation. And then the living cost, in terms of living cost, London is at least 40% cheaper in comparison to the other cities in Greater Toronto area. Because with my personal experience, I brought my family 2 years ago, and then the reason why I chose London is because the living cost was way cheaper in comparison to the other cities. And then the next reason that I liked about London with my family is because of healthcare. Because when it comes to travel with your family, you always concerned about getting medical attention. But somehow, if you go to some small city, then you might wonder what it is like, what they want, what you probably you probably are concerned that whether you could get medical services or not. But you don't need to worry about living in London, because London is the largest, most populated city in Southern Ontario. Because of the reason, London has 4 hospitals, such as St. Joseph and Victoria and Western University hospitals. And plus, there are many tons of walk-in clinics. So even if you're sick or your family is sick, you don't need to worry about it, because there is the many medical services that are available inside the city, so you can easy to access the services inside the city. Otherwise, if you're living in the other city, you may need to travel to the city to get to the medical services, but that's the also benefit of living in London. And the second is the education services. London is not only having Fanshawe College, but also it has Western University. Western University is the one of the largest, oldest universities in Canada. So almost 20% of London's populations are students. So it makes the city is very active, and then people really are interested in their kids' education as well. And plus, I'm not sure whether you are familiar with this or not, but when student is studying on full-time, their kids can get tuition exemption. In terms of that, London has two school board are accepting international students based on our LOA. The first, Thames Valley School Board, which is a public school board, has more than 60 primary school and 13 secondary school. And then, and plus, Catholic School Board is also accepting international students based on our LOA. So when you're traveling with your family or your kids while you are studying at Fanshawe, your kids can get to the education services inside the city. Somehow, students may have preconception that it is free, so the quality of education would be lower than the other cities in Ontario. But honestly, the quality of education in London is way, way better than the other cities in Ontario, and it even close to the Toronto as well. And a couple of schools are really popular for their academic performance. So your kids can get quality education in London while you're staying with your family while you're studying at Fanshawe College. And please move to the next. Okay, in the next slide, I would like to share the off-campus housing option because most of you are coming to London and then looking for accommodation. Very few students are looking for accommodations through the college because many of our students are looking for their own accommodation. Because the reason is, like I mentioned, London's living cost is cheaper than the other city. So there are multiple ways that you are looking for your accommodation information. But in this slide, I would like to share the two websites that you can utilize to get your information. Let me share my screen here to show how to find the accommodation. The first one is our own resources. So you can get some information through our college website. It's called the Fanshawe Housing. So I will show you our slide. I will share the slide. Here's my slide. Now, okay, here. So when you go to our website, there is a menu that called housing. When you're on the housing website, once you scroll down, and then there will be option that you can look for the accommodation. It can be off-campus housing or on-campus residency information. Now we're going to looking for the off-campus housing option. So we'll click this link, and then it will take you to off-campus housing option. Once you click on the button, you are on housing search portal. So it has menu. So you put the campus you're about to study and choose a housing type and how many bathroom do you want, and the bathroom as well. And the price, put the price range, you will see the option. Let's say I'm looking for I'm studying in London and looking for room. And it's going to be 1 bedroom, 1 bath, and I will blank price range. And zoom down. And consent. Press continue. It will show you the list of options as well. So try to utilize this option for your own accommodation. And for those who are traveling with your family, you can also find more options throughout the other third-party website called realestate.ca. So it's realtor.ca. You're on there, and then it also has filters here. So you put information at your preference, and then you press search, and it will show you the list of rent available for you. So try to utilize those services so that you can find the information before your arrival. It is important right now because when you're coming to Canada, you need to have the place to be quarantined. So make sure that you, and then if you find a short-term accommodation, you probably spend extra money. So it is better to find a permanent place before you come to Canada. Now let's go back to slide. Jay, can you go back to slide? Yes, thank you so much. And then can we move next to slide? Okay, in the next slide, there is a couple of options that apps that you're going to use in London. The first, it is called LTC app, because it is useful when you're taking public transportation. LTC is the public transportation of London. It stands for London Transit Commission. So they provide mobile app to users, and then you can download at your preference. If you're using iPhone, you can download it from App Store. If you're using Android phone, you can download it from Apple Store, Play Store. Let me try out one app because I'm using iPhone. So let me show you how it works. Okay. Okay, so it's on my cell phone. I already have multiple apps here, and I have LT Watch here. So once you press LT Watch, now it will tell you where you are. And then if you're looking for the bus information, press menu, and there will be the list of bus numbers. Let's say you click bus number 17, and it will show you the route that bus is running, and then also it will tell you where the bus is. So let's say you're here to wait for the bus. It will tell you when the bus is coming. So try to utilize this bus. And then the user interface of Android is also same. So through using these apps, you can easy to use public transportation in London as well. Then I'm going to close this. And then there are a couple of apps. Probably Jay and my coworkers will help you to set up other apps. But when you come to London, when you come to Canada, you have to put COVID-19 app and also COVID alert as well. That is mandatory required. So when you arrive in Canada, please utilize the apps as well. Let's go back to the slide. Yes. Okay. And then you may wonder, how are you going to be in quarantine upon your arrival? So when you arrive in Canada, we're going to provide you the transportation, and then you will come to London with a transportation. And you're in transportation, you probably need to order grocery. So there's multiple ways that you can order grocery. Now many students are using Instacart, or every supermarket is providing online delivery services. So once you pick the items, you put in the cart, you pay the money, and it will come to your address. So you don't need to worry about picking up the groceries at the point. It will come to you. And then for the food delivery, people are using Uber, DoorDash, Skip the Dish. So these are the popular companies that are providing delivery services. So if you need it, you install the app and then try to use it. So you can, you don't need to go out of quarantine, or if you feel it is unsafe to travel to pick up the grocery, or if you don't want to make unnecessary travel, then you can stay home and then get those services. You can get grocery through those services. And can we move to the next? Okay, if this is final slide in my session. So in this slide, I would like to share some useful information that could help your life in Canada. The first, for a student coming with your kids can get a child tax benefit in Canada. So, so there is a specific requirement to apply for this benefit, but it is you must be tax residents of Canada, which means you have to stay in Canada at least 183 days, so that you are going to be qualified to apply for tax return. After you apply for tax return, then after you spend 18 months in Canada, you are eligible to apply for childcare support. Childcare support is coming from federal government and provincial government. So it is consists of Canada Child Benefit and Ontario Child Benefit. It comes to you based on your income, but if you don't have any income in Canada, you will get the maximized amount of child care benefit for your kids. So try to apply for this when you spend 18 months in Canada. And then aside from that, if your kids are going to school, and then you can also access Ontario Child Care Subsidy. That is for those who wants to send their kids to daycare, or who is using after school, before school. So that service is also available for the international students family. So please use it. And for the students coming to Canada to study by themselves, they can also available to apply for Ontario Energy Support Program. The benefit is on there. So the benefit is going to be depending on the number of household, and then the household incomes. So probably you wouldn't have any income yet when you arrive in Canada, so you will get the maximum benefit throughout this support program. Finally, students may wonder if they could get, I shouldn't say student may wonder. So there is some, I need to give you a clear explanation about international tuition fee, because many students are thinking the international tuition fee is way, way higher than domestic tuition fee. But it is kind of true, but from our perspective, it is the same, because for the domestic students, because they are taxpayer of Canada, they get support from the government. So the money from their pocket is going to be the shorter, lower than the money coming from your pocket, because you're not the taxpayer of Canada. But you don't need to be worried or concerned about that, because when it comes to the tax return after your graduation, that will come to you as a credit. So once you pay the tuition to Canadian public institution, or you pay the money as a tuition fee, you can claim it as a tax credit on your tax profile. So after your graduation, you have a job, and then you report your income tax. Those tax credit will be deducted from your income tax. So those amounts will be calculated in your profile, and then it will be all deducted when you apply for tax return. So even if you, from your point, you spend lots of money at first, but please make sure that you get the job and then you get the job and then claim all the tax return when you get a job, so that you can take that money back from the government. Okay, here until now, it's my slide is over. So I'm going to turn it to the next my colleague to explain this. Hi, Ina. Please explain. Please take the turn from now. Thanks.
All right, sure. Okay, so now Jake was able to explain to you London and also the tax benefits and child benefits if you're bringing your family to Canada. But let's move on to programs offered by Fanshawe College. So Fanshawe would offer 200 plus programs across 17 areas of study, and we have been offering a variety of programs that of course would be in line with your interest and the credentials that you have. So these are just the program areas that we offer. So we have aviation, business, construction and trades, culinary, design and arts, education and social sciences, general arts, health sciences, IT, law, media, science and engineering, tourism, and transportation. So in the program areas that we have, you also have different types of credentials that you can finish at Fanshawe College. So we have degree programs, and these are 4 years. We also have post-secondary programs that will include 1-year certificate, 2-year diploma, and 3-year advanced diploma. And last but not the least, we also have graduate certificates. And these would range from either 1-year or 2-year programs. Next slide, please. Okay, so in the programs that we have, it's offered in different campuses across London, and we also have regional campuses. So the campuses that we have in London, we have a total of 6 campus. So you can see in the map over here, it's spread across London. We have in South, in Oxford, and also in downtown area. And like what Jake mentioned about the app for the bus, the LTC bus, your tuition fee is also inclusive of bus pass. So when you go to your class, when you go to your part-time work, or you go to London and spend time with your friends, you can use the bus pass to go around London while you are studying at Fanshawe College. So now I'll dig deeper to the campuses that we have in London. Next slide, please. So the first campus that we have is the main campus. So this is in Oxford Street. So this is our biggest campus, and most of our programs are offered here. So like what Jay said, Fanshawe College is a public funded institution in Canada. We are a public college, and we are also a designated learning institution. We have 200 plus programs. We've been in the business for more than 50 years. In our main campus, we have over 30 interconnected buildings, so you don't really have to worry when your next class will be in a different building and it's snowing outside. You can pass through the buildings that we have. And also, in terms of our student population, we have 43,000 full-time students, and also part-time students. And for international, we have 7,500 international students coming from 104 different countries. Next slide, please. So 5-minute walk from the main campus is our Center for Applied Transportation Technologies. So if you can remember the video that we showed a while ago, wherein you can see a car showroom, everything about automotive, it's actually in this building. So these are the post-secondary programs that we offer. So we have motive power, auto body repair techniques, and pre-technology. We offer it in this specific building. Next campus that we have is the Fanshawe Aviation Center. So as you know, we have aviation programs that are post-secondary and also graduate certificates that are listed here. And the good thing about the Aviation Center is that it's right beside London International Airport. And as an international student, you can work 20 hours per week. So after your classes or after your practical sessions, you can proceed with your part-time job right beside your campus. So that's really a good advantage for our aviation program students. And our next campus would be, next slide please. Okay, this is the School of Digital and Performing Arts. So it's located in downtown, which is 20-minute away, a bus ride away from the main campus. And these are the programs that we offer it. So everything about design, game development, also theater and arts, music and arts, both post-secondary and postgraduate, we have it. So in the first floor, we have a mini theater for our students. We also have specific rooms for our costume design students. We have a game room here, and also highly technical computer labs for our students. And right across the School of Digital Performing Arts would be our next campus, next slide please. The London Downtown Campus School of Tourism, Hospitality, and Culinary Arts. So I saw the registration and a lot of you are looking for hospitality and culinary programs. So this will be your campus. And the good thing about the downtown campus is that we have the chef's table, which is a restaurant, wherein culinary and baking and pastry management students would have a chance to do their cooking, service customers who will drop by the chef's table to buy some food to go or dine in here as well. So here are the list of the programs that we have and being offered in our London downtown campus. And last but not the least, our last campus in London would be the London South campus. Next slide, please. Okay, so this one is fairly new. We just opened it last September 2019, and it's mostly for international students specifically enrolled in these programs. So we have business management, agribusiness, healthcare, retirement residence, BIA. So it's mostly international, and the location is really good because it's right across White Oaks Mall. London South area has a lot of affordable accommodations, and we also have basic and secondary schools around the area if you have any kids with you traveling to Canada when you are studying at Fanshawe. So now, since you have an idea already of the campuses that we have, I will just share my screen to let you, to guide you on how you can further understand the program that you can study at Fanshawe College. So let me just share my screen. Okay. All right. Can you guys see my screen? Yes. All right. So, so this is our website, and this will show you. You can go to the programs and courses, and then just click on full-time programs, and this will show you the list of programs we offer to international students. So here you can filter it based on delivery. So please always choose full-time, so that you can be eligible for PGWP. Area of interest, if you have a specific interest or field in mind. The credential, so like what I mentioned, we have different types of credentials you can finish at Fanshawe. You can also filter it based on location and also in terms of availability. So right now we are processing applications for May, September 2021. So you can filter it based on that one. So let me just probably try to look for any program under business. And so when you click on that one, it will filter all programs under business, finance, and administration. And then let's try credential. So we can, let's try Ontario College Diploma. Okay, so here are the programs we have in sorry that we offer under business that are diploma programs or that are 2 years. So you can see here we have business accounting, co-op, business co-op, and things like that. So let's try business finance. So when you click on this program, it will direct you to a program page. So all of our programs would have their own program page. And they would have tabs as well, such as overview, admission requirements, courses, careers, and then more information. So for the overview, so you can see here the brief description of the program, what you can get after graduation, and here you can see as well like international students if the program is offered and is open still for September and January. And admission requirements. So if you want to apply for this program, please go to the admission requirements page and please make sure that you meet the grade requirement here so that you can be admitted in the program and we can give you your unconditional letter of acceptance. The next tab would be the courses. So here you can get an idea on what would be the subjects and topics that you will take or you will study for each semester. So the Business Finance Co-op is a 2-year program. So we have a total of 4 semesters. Level 1 means first semester, level 2 means second semester, and so on. So here you can see the subjects that you will take for first semester. And when you click on the red text, it will show you a brief description of the subject. So for example, you're trying to decide on 2 programs, which program would be best for you. So you can compare the courses or the subjects that you will take on each program. And then whatever program that would have more interesting topics, then better to choose that program. And careers. So what would be the career options for you after graduation and more information. So this is very important. So it will show you what type of credential that you can finish after this program, if it's a co-op or not, and also the program code. So when you apply at Fanshawe, all of our programs would have their own specific program codes. So later on, Han will share with you how to do an application, but please always check the program code and make sure to choose the right program code for the campus and for the program that you're offering. Because, for example, one of our popular programs among international students, the ECE or Early Childhood Education, we have different program codes for the same program but for different locations. So we have several students in the past wherein they chose whatever ECE program code available in our application system. So they thought that it's actually in London campus, but when they check our LOA, when we check our system, they are enrolled in a different campus, but for the same program, ECE. So again, please make sure to check it. And if you're wondering when these programs are being offered, it's also here. So specifically for business finance, it's offered only for September and January, and the program description as well. And of course, I know that you're also particular for the fees for the program. So you don't need to look for anywhere else because it's also in our website. So in the lower portion of the screen, you can just click View International Cost. So when you click the View International Cost, it will show you the breakdown of the tuition fee for each semester. So right now, the tuition fee posted in our website will only apply or will only be valid until August 2021 because this is for the current academic year. So at least you would have an idea of how much is the tuition fee that we have because schools in Canada, we change our fees every academic year from September to August. So for this current academic year, your program tuition and fee for the first semester that we need from you to be enrolled in the program is 8,799.15. So this is the amount that is due for this first semester, and the breakdown would be as follows. So you can see health and dental plan is part of your insurance. Bus pass fee is already there. And you can see here, so it's just a breakdown for 4 semesters so that you have an idea on how much you need to spend for this program. This information will also be given to you and will also be added in your LOA, letter of acceptance. So there, next slide, please. All right, so now my colleague Han will proceed from here about the application process.
Thank you, Rina. Hi, everyone. I believe you hear lots of useful information this morning, and this is your final step is apply to Fanshawe, and I will guide you how to apply to our college. Actually, we have the online application system that help you easily apply to the college. I will going to share my screen. Okay, just wait. Okay, this is our main homepage website. When you scroll down, you just click international. And then keep scroll down to apply now. Not again. Okay, for international student, firstly, you need to set up an account. You click here. Then you just put your email address and re-enter this and click apply to Fanshawe. After you confirm your email address, the system will send the password to your email. Then you can log in your online application system. Here, just like me, I'm logged in the account. Here's a tab. For application, you will click add application. I just show you the simple one. Okay. You just fill in your personal information here. Your first name, family name, the passport number, gender, date of birth. Okay, your country. Your first sub language. For example, you come from Philippines, it should be English, Korean, or others. Put your email address here, your home address, countries, city, okay, and your phone number. Okay. Next one, you need to declare your academic background. You will put your high school information here, last day attended, the grade, city, and country. And if you already finished the degree in your home country, you also declare information here. This is English qualification. For Filipino students, we do not require IELTS for most of the program. I remember it said pharmacy technician, you will require IELTS, yes. But for other countries like Vietnam or Korean, you need to have the English certificate. You can take the TOEFL, IELTS, or take our EAP program or BTE or Cambridge English. If you already have the English qualification, you just put the information here, okay? But if you not have the English qualification, yes, it's no problem. You also can register for our English pathway program. For example, for Vietnamese students, you can choose to study the EAP program before you enter the main course. Okay, for the academic program, you need to choose the intake first. For example, you're going to apply for September 2021. You will choose the study September 2021. For the level, if you're going to apply for the 2-year program, you will choose post-secondary diploma. And the system will show you all available program. If you don't see your program here, it means it's already full because our system is open 2 years in advance. So just make sure you apply as soon as possible to secure your seat at Fanshawe. Okay. If you are going to apply for 3 years program, you will choose post-secondary advanced diploma program. Okay. Here, the program list, you can apply for 3 years program. And if you choose the graduate certificate, just make sure you choose the right level here. Okay. Important note for then English speaking country, for example, if you don't have the English qualification and you will study EAP program first, for example, if you want to study the main program is September 2021, you may study EAP program, for example, in May or July, depend on your English up level. So just make sure you add the EAP program here. Okay, for example, May 21, you will choose 2 months or 4 months before the main program. Okay. Once you finish all the required information here, just click next and it move to the next page, and our Amazon team will process your application. Now we back to the slide. Jay, can you share the slide? Okay, thank you. Okay, after the school receive your online application, our Aviation team will process your application, and normally the processing time only takes 4 days. Within 4 days, you will receive your LOA. It's very fast. So if you not receive your LOA within 4 working days, please contact us so that we can help you to follow up, and right after you can receive your LOA as soon as possible. And once you receive your LOA, you will have 30 days to pay the deposit, 2,300 Canadian dollar. The LOA only valid in 30 days to secure your seat. If you don't pay the deposit within 30 days, your LOA will be invalid. And normally 2 months, 2 months prior the main program, the school will send you the invoice and you are required to pay the first term fee. Next slide, please. And this slide, I will explain you how to understand your status on VAS. After you finish the application, you have to check your status every day. If your status is pending, it means we already received your application and is under review. If your status is information required, that means your application have some issues. For example, you are not eligible for that program. You are missing some document like your passport or your academic document. That's why your status moves to information required. And as I explained in the previous slide, once you receive your LOA, you only have 30 days to pay your deposit. After this day, your status will be moved to cancel no deposit received. And if you want to continue to apply for Fanshawe later, you are required to pay the deposit prior to request any deferral or request a new LOA. And if your status is conditional, that means you are still missing something. For example, you are missing some academic document, you are missing IELTS. because we will issue conditional LOA. You can submit any outstanding document later prior 2 weeks before the main program. And if your status is conditional, it's perfect. You're just waiting for registration for the main course. So just make sure you check your status every day because we will not send the LOA to your email. You need to log in your account and download your LOA from the system. Next slide, please. Here is a sample our LOA for your understanding. This box is highlighted in red. Yeah, you can see that we say that it's valid only when you pay the deposit to 2,300 for 30 days. This is the day of the LOA issue. Just make sure you must pay the deposit based on the first day you receive the LOAs, because maybe you will require our admission amend your passport number or your address, your date of birth, because you declare wrong information at the beginning. You may receive the new LOA with the new dates of issue, but the deadline for the deposit always based on the first day of the first LOA. Okay, so just make sure you remember this date. And yeah, is your name here, your address here, and you will have the ID here as well. And this paragraph will show the program you apply for, and also the mention the campus you will study. As Ina mentioned earlier, you need to check carefully which campus you will apply for, because some programs they are available in different campuses. So just make sure you apply for the right campus. And we also state the start date and the end date for the program. And here the condition on your LOA. If you're still missing some academic documents or IELTS, we will state the condition here. And this is our refund and withdrawal policy. It's very important. Just make sure you read it carefully and understand on the withdrawal and refund policy. I will explain more later. Okay, in the next page of your LOA, sorry, Jay, just back to the next, yes. In the second page of your LOA, the college already put the estimated the first tuition fee year program and the first semester payment. For student apply visa under SDS, you can check the amount in the page 4, number 22 at page 4. You can find the first tuition fee. You just need to pay that amount to be eligible for SDS, apply visa under SDS. Okay. Next slide, please. And here is how to pay fee via Flywire. We don't provide bank account information from the school. You will need to pay fee via Flywire. It's very simple. You just go to the Flywire website and find Fanshawe College. Here, just put the name Fanshawe College. And then you will, the exact amount you need to pay for the school. For example, if you want to pay the deposit, you will put 2,300. If you want to pay for the first tuition fee year, you will put the exact amount here. Okay, next. Then you will select your refer payment method. Depend on the exchange rate or your card, you can check which one is suitable for you. You will check your refer payment method here. And just make sure you choose right option while you're paying to the college. It will be tuition fee or application fee. At the beginning, the application fee is $100, but once you, because you already attend our online fair, so we can waive the application fee for you. But just make sure you choose the payment type here. Okay. Next, please. and you will need to pay. You will need to put the payer information. It's very important because later, if you get visa refusal, the school will refund to the original account, no exception. So just make sure you check the payer information carefully. And once you pay the fee to the college, you can also check your money. Flywise will send you the notification if the amount already in the college. And Fanshawe also will send you the email confirmation and the receipt once you receive your payment. Okay, is the most important. You need to remember because our withdrawal and refund policy is very strict. For application fee, it will be non-refundable. For deposit, it will be non-refundable too, unless you get the visa rejection. We will minus 250 admin fee. And for your pet tuition fee, it will follow school refund policy. At the moment, because of COVID-19, there's some amendment for the school refund policy. So I recommend you check carefully via this link to have the overview, the full the school refund policy. But for highlight, if you want to withdraw request the refund for the main program, you need to request within 10 business days of the beginning of the semester. And for EAP program for students from Vietnam or Korean, you only have 5 business days of the beginning of the semester. You must submit the online request form within this period. After 10 days for EAB or after 5 days for EAB or 10 days for the main program, you will be charged the first term fee, non-refundable. Okay, and we will process just based on the policy, no case-by-case basis. So just make sure you follow the school refund policy carefully. And in order to request the refund, you just need to submit online via this link and attach along with the visa refusal letter. Okay, I don't want to make you scared, but it's very important that you understand the school policy so that you can avoid tuition fee loss later. Thank you, everyone.
All right. Thanks everyone, Han and Imanji. And we already provided a lot of unique information, and many students are staying attending our online session, which is really happy. So actually, my section will be the last one. I just wanted to provide you what kind of support we have, how we support international students. So after we finish this online season, we are going to share our PowerPoint. So even your friend doesn't have any time to join our section, you can also share our this presentation. So feel free to click all of the link which we already attached. So already past 1 hour. I believe many students are boring right now, so maybe I'm going to skip a few things. So I'm just explaining to you the number one, Fanshawe Pathfinder. What is the Pathfinder? Many students don't know what program you wanted to study. So if you are going to click the Pathfinder, there are a lot of bunch of questions which you will have to answer. And based on your personality, knowledge, and interest, our computer system will recommend some of the program which will be suitable for you. So this is really kind of like funny game. So please use the Pathfinder to program for your right program in Canada. So Fanshawe International Center also we have licensed people that we also can explain you how you can extend your study permit, apply PGWP and co-op visa. So we also have a YouTube, and every week most likely we have a webinar. So if you don't know how to extend your study permit, apply PGWP and co-op visa, feel free to contact our international center, and we are going to help you to apply it and extend. And virtual open house, there are a lot of virtual open house information, and there are many programs will deliver their specific information during the virtual open house. And also student service, of course, some of students already ask us what kind of insurance we are going to provide. We will provide you medical insurance, dental and vision insurance, and it will cover everything for our international students except the dental and vision. And also you have to buy course materials, and a lot of our senior students are selling their used book. So we also have a Facebook group page for Philippine students and Vietnam students. So feel free to join our Facebook group page, and you will see a lot of advertisement which our students try to sell their used book. So, and also Fanshawe library. And right now during the COVID-19 pandemic, many students are taking online and blended. So still, students wanted to get a lot of more information regarding your program and specific your courses. But Fanshawe library used to support the students at research or project, or how to find unique and important information easily. But right now, they are now working in library because of the pandemic. But we have an online system. So please chatting with them, make appointments, and ask them how you can find a lot of unique information based on your program courses. And online appointments, I think this one I have to share because this is also really, really important for all of the international students. Give me 1 second. So here is our main website. Scroll down and click the international. And here is some appointments and system and how you can contact international team. So right now you are living in Vietnam, Indonesia, Malaysia, or Korea, Japan, Myanmar, Cambodia, Thailand, Philippines, right? So you are not Fanshawe student yet. So you will be future student. So after you click this link, it will show you our country recruiters, international education advisor or market leader who is looking after the specific market. So here's me. I'm looking after Japan, all of ASEAN region and Korea, as I already explained you. And also here's Jake. So he's looking after all of the country students who are living in the Canada and also Korea. And here is Ina. She's looking after Philippines. So if you are coming from Philippines, you can make appointment with her. And here is Hang, who is looking after Vietnam. So after you click it, there is a lot of schedule, and you can click and continue and make appointment, and she can contact you. And other side is how you can find our contact information because you have your local cell phone number. Just to click the step dictionary, and you will see all of our step information, but you don't have to contact them because it's unnecessary. We are here to help you. So just scroll down and you will see the ASEAN team. So here is the ASEAN team here. Korea, Japan, ASEAN region. Here's my Korea cell phone number and email. And also Jake. Well, he only has an office number. So send him email. Here's a Philippine, Ina. So her local number is +69 918 959 9441. Here is a Hang. Personal, actually office number, which is a cell phone. So you can contact her. So I know a lot of Philippine students are using Viber or Snapchat, WhatsApp. So after you save her number, you can send her email message, but we prepare email and talking. And also Hang is using the Zalo and a lot of different social media and messengers. So you can contact her easily. I'm also using a lot of messengers, WhatsApp, WeChat, Kakao, Line, Viber, Zalo, Facebook Messenger, Skype. So you can contact me anytime, whenever you wanted to contact us. Okay. So that is the how you can make appointments with the Fanshawe recruitment team. If you, after you start your program, if you wanted to change your program and change your intake, if you will not finish your EAP before start your program, you have to contact our student life coordinator. So student life coordinator, we have, so first, if you have any question regarding study permit and visa extension, you have to make appointment with here. If you wanted to talk about the London life and changing your program and changing your intake after you start your program. Before start your program, contact us. After start your program, you have to talk with our student life coordinator. So here's the Jessie, and here's her schedule. Other time already booked by other students. So here is available for Jessie. But if she doesn't have any time for talking with you at a specific time, you can change. Okay, so click online appointment again, or choose Georgia, and she has more availability. So you can choose whatever you want. So then you can change your program and change your intake. And also, all of the international students, after you start your program, you must check Fanshawe online every day, every hour, whenever you have time, because all of the course materials, PPT and Word file, PDF, professors will upload under course in Fanshawe online. So you have to check the website and update your information. And of course, every week or bi-weekly, you have a quiz. So you have to take the quiz, and it will affect your GPA. So please update a lot of information from Fanshawe online after you start your program. And Dropbox, it's you might have an assignment. You might have to make an essay. So you have to submit your essay or assignment in Dropbox menu until the deadline. And Web Advisor, you can follow your tuition fee information. And after you arrive in Canada, you must update your Canada address and timetable. You also can download it from Web Advisor. So after you register, usually 3 months before, we provide a Fanshawe online ID and account. So Fanshawe online ID and account, you also can use it Web Advisor. So ID and password will be same for all of the websites. And also right now, most of the programs are delivered the theory through the online. So we are using Zoom or WebEx. So please download 2 programs to study your programs. And Fanshawe arrival service, we will also have provide a lot of pickup service and airport pickup service and other specific service for international students. And you have to follow our policy during the COVID-19. And every time before the intake, each country recruiters like Ina, Hang, me, always have a pre-departure seminar. And we will deliver more specific information. So please join our pre-departure seminar and before you take a flight to Canada. And here's our employment rate, and always the highest employment rate, we keep it because we really support international students to get a full-time job, and we know why you are coming to study. So here is how we support international students. We have a career service center. So we have a lot of full-time staffs are working in career service center, and we invest a lot of money compared to other school. So Career Services Center, we will help you to make a beautiful resume and cover letter and explain to you how you can find a part-time or full-time job. And we will help you to improve your interview skill. And right now we have more than 8,000 partner companies in Canada. So that's why we can organize our own job fair more than 2 times every year. So last year we couldn't do offline job fair because of COVID-19. But we delivered the online job fair that many international students couldn't get a job. And also we have a Fanshawe Works. So Fanshawe Works workshop, actually we invite our partner companies and also alumni students. And this is a free section too. Alumni students will explain to you how they prepare to get a job during their work studying at Fanshawe. And Also, our partner companies will explain to you what kind of important things you have to put it in your resume and cover letter, and how you have to get additional points, and how you can, re-ask them if you will not understand their question. So those are really important for international students, because you never tried to get a job in Canada. Maybe you tried to get a job where you are working in your country, but it's a totally different country, right? So that's why you better to know, and we try to explain to a lot of information. We will put information in your brain, okay? And this is our Fanshawe Works workshop. So here is our student information, which I just explained you. And there is our partner companies. And this is only between students and students, and alumni to student, and partner company to student. This is a free section. Every intake we provide this workshop. And also you can follow our Fanshawe International YouTube, and go to YouTube and search Fanshawe International. And we already upload Fanshawe Works workshop video, and you can find a bunch of unique video in Fanshawe International YouTube channel. And also here's an additional service for international students. So under the Learning Center, we have different services: peer-to-peer, language skill, conversation class, reading and writing. If you don't have a good reading and writing skill, feel free to join our reading and writing workshop, and it's also a free class. And you can also double check your assignment before you will submit. And this is the learning online right now. So you can make appointment with one of our reading and writing workshop professor, and you can get some advice from them. As student success advisor, every program we have a program coordinator or student success advisor. If you wanted to have more specific information regarding your program, if you are struggling during one of our courses, you can also make appointment with your professor or student success advisor, and they will help you to success your courses. And Career Center, I already explained you what kind of service we provide. And here's a Fanshawe Care. I already mentioned you, but I want to show you what kind of service we provide: medical insurance, dental and vision insurance, free bus pass, and free airport pickup service, and free student accommodation. But right now, during the COVID-19, many international students are arriving in London. So we still provide those service, but you have to submit the specific document, which we call COVID-19 readiness form. After you get Fanshawe ID and password, you can submit it before you will take a flight. Before you will take a flight, you have to get the confirmation email from Fanshawe International Center, then you can take a flight. So if you are going to study at Fanshawe, feel free to join our pre-departure section. Every intake, we usually provide it 1 month and a half before program intake, and we will deliver the newest arrival information for international students. And here is our accommodation option. Of course, we have homestay and also off-campus residence. And some of the students ask us the price between the private accommodation and dormitory and homestay. In London, I already mentioned you at the first and the beginning, London living cost is cheaper than other cities, right? But homestay and residence price are mostly same compared to other Ontario institutions. But living cost depends on the city. So what I can tell you, private accommodation is way more cheaper than our residence and homestay. I also want you to save your money, right? Because you will spend a lot of money for your tuition fee. So I wanted to save your lot of money during your staying and living in Canada. So please join our Facebook group, and our current students will provide accommodation, private accommodation information. Our ASEAN students or Korean or Japan students, they are happy to help our new students. So feel free to join. And here's our international team. So before you are going to Canada, I always tell all of our students, as you can see the picture, we have a different face color. That is the Canada. Multicultural, each students, each country must respect each other. You have to try to understand their pronunciation and accent and culture. Then you can success in Canada, okay? So Our section is done. I really appreciate you to listen a lot of information. I believe you are a little bit, you have a little headache to get more and more additional information today. So I believe most questions our teams already answered during our online section. Is there any new question we have to answer? Or do you guys have any question? So you can leave any question right now and we can answer for you. Oh, there is a one question. So I would like to know your nationality. I think he's from Philippines.
Yeah.
So when applying for the study permit, do you recommend applying through the student direct stream, which is available for Filipino? There we go. And are there payments? Okay, Ina, you can answer.
Okay, so right now, when I check, the processing time for the Philippines for study permit regular is 11 weeks. So even if we were very quick in terms of processing your letter of acceptance and paying your tuition fee, you also have to consider the processing time for your visa. So we don't know if there will be um, spike of cases again and lockdown will happen in the Philippines. So just make sure that you plan and include in your plans the processing time for your visa. So if you, for Filipinos, if you don't want to apply to take IELTS, you can of course choose the regular stream because that doesn't require IELTS. But if you're taking the student direct stream, the IRCC would require IELTS for you from you, even if we're going to waive the IELTS requirement from Fanshawe. In terms of tuition fee payments, so when you receive your letter of acceptance in a matter of within 30 days, you have to pay the tuition fee deposit of 2,300 CAD. So that amount is deductible from your first semester tuition fee that we need from you 2 months before the start of class to be officially enrolled in the program. So we only need full payment of the first semester tuition fee to be enrolled in the program. Second, third, fourth semester, you can pay it in Canada. And last but not the least, for the medical insurance and dental insurance for dependents. So More Care, our healthcare provider, they would have opt-in options for if you want to apply your dependents or your family members for insurance. For you, it's already paid. It's part of your tuition fee, but you have to pay for your family members if you want to avail the insurance.
All right, thanks so much. And also, I just wanted to remind you, so Fanshawe College, we waive the English requirement for English countries. So Philippines is one of English countries that you don't have to take IELTS or you don't have to submit IELTS general. So we will accept all of Philippine students into our post-secondary and postgraduate program without IELTS, except pharmacy technician. So pharmacy technician require IELTS. So we have a 220 programs, but 290 programs don't require IELTS for Philippine students. But other country students, Korea, Japan, or other ASEAN business students, you guys must to submit IELTS or TOEFL or Duolingo, or you can study Fanshawe EAP program before you will start your main courses. Okay, so that is a different requirement. And also, oh, sorry, Singapore students, you also don't have to submit IELTS. I'm sorry, I almost missed a Singaporean. So Singapore is also English country. So if you finish a high school or college diploma, university degree in Singapore, you don't have to submit IELTS. Okay. So in ASEAN region, in our market, only two countries are English country, Philippines and Singapore. Okay. And what do we have?
Sorry, I just want to add that one. So for the English requirement, IELTS, TOEFL, PTE, we don't require it for Filipino students. So any English test score, even Duolingo, you don't need to pass it to get an LOA at Fanshawe. So I got a direct message. So
All right. Okay. Sounds good. Next question. So there's a next question. Can international students learn out or in any way can we be rejected from enrolling in the school? I'm concerned that I will not be accepted. So accept or start your program. It's easy, but you better to check the admission requirements. Ina already explained you how you understand each program admission requirements. So I'm not sure what kind of program you wanted to study. So feel free to contact us, and also we can do pre-screen your CV or high school or college, university diploma degree. So please share with us, and we can evaluate before you will apply. And we also can recommend some other programs based on your work experience or education background. Okay, but it's actually easy to apply. Don't worry about it. And also each programs have a limited seat. So if you wanted to get a seat first, you have to apply first and pay tuition fee as soon as possible. Always first to come, first to serve. Who apply first, they will get a seat first. Okay. So when will the insurance start to take effect? Jake, could you please answer? When our insurance will start?
The student insurance usually start a month ahead of time. So, but please make sure that you could be insured before you fly to Canada. But like I mentioned, usually student insurance starts a month earlier than this program starting date.
Thank you. Okay, so computer system technician requires grade 11 or 12 mathematics and English. If you are from Philippines, no English, but you must have a mathematics, your high school or college, then you can start. So without co-op, how are we going to apply for a part-time job? So there are, you can use also our website, and there are many different websites you to find a part-time job, or you can contact our career services center to find your part-time job too. So we can help you, or you can find yourself, or you can join our Fanshawe group page. Then our current students can share their, you know, company or restaurant or store information if they are looking for new candidates. So if I want to change my career, not on the background of my working experience and my studies, is that will be possible? Ina, can you answer?
Okay, so I think this is a student from the Philippines, and I already talked to her. But for the benefit of everyone, in terms of your school admission, we base on your admission on your school credentials. So if we require high school credential or if we need your college credentials in the program, we will only assess you on that one. But for visa application, you have to convince the visa officer why are you changing your career or your field based on the program that you will study at Fanshawe. And also, you have to consider your when you are looking for a job. So if you don't have any background, for example, in caregiving, but you studied PSW, when you look for a job in Canada, employers will not look at your CV and won't really mind your CV because you don't have any experience in taking care of patients. And of course, they would prefer someone else who has the knowledge and also who has the skills that they need for that specific job. So applying to us, it can be possible because we base it on your school credentials, but again, you have to explain it well in your visa and consider your job opportunities when you graduate or when you look for part-time jobs in Canada.
Okay, thank you. And Jake, could you please answer the question from the Neil?
Yes, the question is regarding co-op work permit. Yes, you can apply for co-op work permit at the same time you apply for study permit. You can use the last page of your LOA. On the last page of LOA, you probably I'm not I cannot remember. Is it section number 21 or 22? It will show you that your program has a work component. So you can use that document to apply for a core work permit. But if you don't get the core work permit, it is okay. You can come to London and we have an immigration workshop for those who would like to apply for a core work permit inside Canada. In that sense, you're going to contact us and we're going to issue the confirmation letter for proving your placement externship. So you can apply there. So don't worry about it. Yeah, even if you don't get it, you can get it inside Canada.
All right, thank you.
Plus, your externship is in the level 3, which is a 3rd semester. So even if you apply upon your arrival, you should have plenty of time to get it before you start your externship.
All right, thank you so much. And simply I can answer, is there many jobs in London, Canada for business management program? Yes, we do, but it's always competition, right? You better to have better skills and knowledge to get a job, right? So everywhere, even Canada has a lot of job opportunities, always competition and competitive. So you better to study hard, okay? What is the Facebook group name for ASEAN students? So Ina, could you tell the Philippine Facebook group name? And Han, please also tell them the Vietnam Facebook group name.
Okay, I'll just type it in
Type
the
it.
chat.
Okay. Han also please
Okay.
type it. So if students who are going to apply on the regular stream, what we always suggest your tuition fee is also your finance. If your tuition fee receipt also support your finance status. So if you are going to pay deposit $2,300 and apply study permit, it means you have less chance to get a study permit approval. If you will pay more 1 semester tuition fee or 1 year tuition fee, it means your finance is strong, that you have a higher chance to get your study permit. But Canada immigration is not only decide to provide your study permit based on your finance. They will also check all the other your document, then they will prove. So, but if you pay more, it means you have higher chance. Okay, every country students have the same. So we still accept the January 2022, but every schools, college, university, we increase tuition fee a little bit every year. But right now we don't have 2022 tuition fee, but most students are already applied January 2022, and because they have to process a study permit. Processing study permit is taking longer than before having COVID-19. So you have to apply January intake and apply study permit as soon as possible. That's what we recommend. Okay. There we go. There we go.
Sorry,
and there's sure, go ahead.
January 2022. You also have to consider the holidays because VFS here in the Philippines, if you are in the Philippines, they are closed during holidays. So you might want to get your visa by November. And also you're traveling in winter time. So as much as possible, you can travel either, I think December is a good time to travel to Canada so that you can settle in and adjust in the weather.
Perfect. And this will be the last question. So I check your website for the insurance co-op program. Is the co-op 2 terms or 3 terms? Jake, it's on you.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, yeah. You mean the insurance program, right?
Right.
Yes.
I think
so.
Students
may wonder how
the
the co-op works. So basically, as long as you meet 3 criteria, you can have a variety of schedule for your core program. First, your GPA has to be over 2.0. And then the second, you have to at least complete one semester. Third, you must have the following academic semester after you complete core program. Unless the co-op is in the last term. So for example, insurance program has multiple intakes. So it has academic semester every intake. So even if you which means you can make your own schedule. So so the website is showing multiple possible schedules that student could have. So you don't need to worry about that. Once you're in the college, while you're progressing your academic terms, you can change your co-op schedule. For example, if you're in the co-op and then you want to continue to have co-op, and as long as you have following academic semester after the second co-op, you can always come back to the school, always change the schedule. So I'm hoping that could answer your question.
Thank you so much. Okay. So, all right. Our season is done today. I really appreciate you joining our today's season, and I believe you already got a lot of unique information. So, choosing a school, it depends on you, but Fanshawe College ASEAN team, we study hard, and also we spend a lot of our life to support our students. So if you wanted to invest money in Canada, invest meaning you will spend your time, your money, maybe you better choose a Fanshawe because we have a really great support for ASEAN business students. So, could you please deliver the conclusion and closing message for our ASEAN region students?
Okay, hi everyone. We really appreciate your time this morning, this weekend, and yeah, as I said, choosing school depend on you, but I believe you will have a great journey at Fanshawe. We are one of the school provide best career service and international student service, and beside you, always have ASEAN team, always has Ina, always have myself, Jack and Jack. So you will receive the full support from us during your study in Canada as well. So we hope that we will see you in London, Canada soon.
All right, Jake, any closing message?
Yes, you probably have a lot of concerns and worried about your study in future, and then because you're spending a lot of money, and then in your choice, I'm not saying that we're the best college, but at least I am 100% sure that we have a higher level of expertise. So hopefully you make a right choice, and then we could support you to be successful in Canada. And then when you come to Canada, I believe that you would come before my colleagues would come to Canada. So when you're in Canada, just find me. I like to talk, and then I can offer you coffee. So I mean, as long as the pandemic is over, so so I'm hoping to welcome you guys on campus. Thank you.
All right, Ina?
Okay, so the ASEAN team is always here for you. So if you have any specific concern, if you need help to choose your program, or if there's anything you need to know about Fanshawe, please feel free to book an appointment or message us, send us an email, and we'll be very happy to assist you. I have several questions about waived application fee. So I think all of us will inform you, we'll send you an email about how you can get the waived application fee. So good thing, that's a good sign that you want to apply at Fanshawe after attending the session. So yeah, we're here to support you, and feel free to just message us.
Sounds great. All right. So of course, we are going to waive your application fee. So we will send you an email and let you know. Okay. I really appreciate your time. Of course. So
Can I
please
add one
keep it
more
safe.
thing before we closing? So for
Sure.
the
Yeah, I
students
will give
submitted
it a second.
application, yes, for the student who are going to submit the application, please stay tuned. We're going to prepare another seminar with information slightly above the average, so you will have the privilege to access those information as well. So stay tuned. Yeah, I'm done. Yes.
Right, I almost forgot. I'm really sorry about it. And that time. So tomorrow we're gonna have a motive power program specific info section. So feel free to join. And our alumni students who graduated motive power automotive and working as a full-time in Canada. He will deliver a lot of industry and program unique information. So it is not from school. So it's from our student who already finished the program. So feel free to join the Motive Power program section tomorrow. If you wanted to get the link, please follow the HANA's Facebook or send her email. And also in February, we're going to have a very bunch of program sections and seminar, especially for the Philippine students. We're going to have a construction project management. So feel free to join our program info section. So who is providing a lot of the info section? Fanshawe team. So I can guarantee you can invest your time and your tuition fee. So anytime, feel free to contact us. We are more than happy to support you and answer your question as soon as possible. Okay, so have a wonderful day and have a great holiday on weekend with your friends and family of wearing your mask. All right, so thank you so much, and I hope to see you next section or Fanshawe College. Thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye bye.